Pension ruling's been called one of the most consequential financial decisions of the state Supreme Court in modern history. That quote from former New Jersey Supreme Court Justice Peter Verneiro, who's here now. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
What precedent does this set?
This is a very significant opinion of the Supreme Court because there simply aren't a lot of financial decisions like this one. Here, the court basically set the rules for the budget process for years to come.
Has the court ever imposed itself, or inserted itself, I should say, in the budget process in this way before?
Not like this in terms of what would have happened had the court ruled the other way. And that really was a concern of the court, that it did not envision inserting itself into the budget process.
Could it have gone the other way?
It could have gone the other way. You had a majority and dissenting opinions. Both are well-reasoned. Both are well-written. Obviously, the majority opinion commanded more votes, so it won the day. But this could have gone the other way, and that would have been a very significant ruling as well.
On what basis did they declare that the 2011 law that Governor Christie heralded as one of his great victories was not... what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, the court,
binding.
Well, binding is the right word. The court did not say the statute's unconstitutional, nor did the court say that the pensions can go unfunded. The court simply said that the chosen method under this particular statute was not binding because of other sections in the state constitution.
So if this case goes to the United States Supreme Court, what is the argument going to be that will convince the High Court to reverse this ruling?
Well, the first challenge for the plaintiffs would be to urge the Supreme Court to accept the case and to hear the case.
Right,
that's not an automatic process.
Right.
The court each year, the United States Supreme Court each year, receives about 10,000 petitions. They accept about 80 of those, less than 1%. So assuming they get over that hurdle, they will have to persuade the United States Supreme Court that there was a contract formed in this case and that it was violated. What the New Jersey Supreme Court said was there was no contract formed in this case because of the appropriations clause and the debt limitation clause.
What's next? Is everyone going to have to go back to the table and have a law that's actually binding? Or is it possible that we're going to have to re-argue this whole pension contribution thing every single year?
Well, the court itself suggested a couple of things. The legislature could submit the issue to voters. That would remedy the debt limitation issue. The legislature could, of course, appropriate the amounts, and the governor could withhold those appropriations or agree with those appropriations. So there are those kinds of options, and of course the Constitution can always be amended, but that's a difficult process.
But I'm not hearing you say there are any further legal or court-based options.
The only legal option that I see is the United States Supreme Court at this point, and that's a difficult process.
If you were a betting man?
Odds are that the court won't take it. That's just because of the numbers that I just recited, but there's always a chance. But that's a long shot.
Thank you, Your Honor.